This week is budget component week, that is anything less than $300 price point. Hello everyone, welcome to Tabama Hi-Fi Review channel. Today I would like to share my experience of using this FX Audio DA06 DAC, which is retail for $239. AKM 4493 SEQ, dual chip design, OP1612 op amps in there, fully featured menu system, as well as this remote control that come with it. This is plastic remote control as usual. It has a different option that you can choose. To use it with this DA06, there is no menu button. So turns out this EQ button is menu button. Probably they mislabel it or they misprogram it. Usually when it doesn't say menu button on these remote control, this OK button is usually a main menu function button that you can use. So they may need to upgrade it. That's one thing that I like to mention. Other than that, everything is working good as it should for $239. Dual chip balance design with AKM 4493 SEQ. That is one thing that significant different than other products in this price point under $300. Using this DA06 for a while on and off, and I try a bunch of features including trigger, output, and all that. It works great. RCA out and balance out gain is significantly different, so I end up only using XLR output connected to this 4Z Audio ZA3 Class D amplifier using Belden 9497 double run speaker wires to CSS Audio to DDX tower speakers. So streaming transport, I use either Eversolo T8 or this SMS N100, as well as watching music DVDs on this TV. So overall experience is positive across the different type of component and pairing and music type or every functions that available. The screen itself is okay quality resolution. We are going through menu system with included remote control. Hit this EQ button, that is digital input, Bluetooth, optical, and all the digital inputs that you can use. Return to main menu. This is output and RCA or all or XLR, and return. BCM filter, it has 6 different type of digital filters. I'm using standard factory filter. DSD filter, it has filter 0 and filter 1. Filter 1 can enhance a little bit compared to filter 0, especially better in bass quality. And next one is the brightness. I don't use that. This one is dimmer. I don't use that. Spectrum, you can change the spectrum. Let's see. I disable it. It has level curve and EQ curve. And next one is trigger. So you can enable it or you can disable it. So that is the trigger option. Line out mode, you can do front or the right. Don't do the right. The right is like no digital filtering at all. It's gonna be super loud and bright sound. Unlike other direct mode that I experience, USB mode, you can do USB 1.0 or 2.0. And next one is factory reset. So pretty simple and straightforward menu system. I tried this DA06 on my desktop setup pairing with Yamaha HS5, listening my own voice, and I find it to be accurate and naturally reproduced. But when I'm streaming music, a bit revealing and can sound a bit bright pairing with my studio monitor Yamaha HS5. So I end up choosing the filter on this DA06 to filter number 5 to help control it. So which is kind of like a NOS filter function kind of thing. So that's totally not non-oversampling filter, so that works great. But most of the time I use either filter number 1 or filter number 2 for like dynamic and clean neutral sound with very well extended highs and everything that it can deliver. If you want to hear significant difference in sound, jump from filter 1, that is factory standard, to filter number 5 or 6, then you will hear the major difference in sound quality and sound signature. My favorite is probably number 5, but in this video, sound sample that you will hear is using standard factory filter, which is number 1. So sound quality is get the job done. It has a good bass quality, that is a known sound signature of these AKM chips, accurate and neutral sounding mid-range area and musical sounding as well. High frequency have a good extension and nice amount of air that it can offer. This one only comes with 1-watt power supply. What I notice is compared to other DACs that I have, such as SMS or D200 kind of DAC, this one can sound a bit edgy sometimes in upper range of frequency, a little bit of brightness to it time to time, especially when I'm listening at my reference level 75-80 dB range of a loudness, listening either Tidal or Amazon Music UHD, UPnP streaming from my Sony NAS. Another thing that I like to mention is it doesn't make any pop sound when the track changes between different formats, such as DSD to PCM or PCM 44.1K to 96K or 192 or vice versa. Doesn't do any noise between switching the formats and type of the resolution. And there are only slight issue that I have is when I'm using USB input on this DA06. Every track it has a slight latency, a few milliseconds. But if I use any SPDIF inputs, I have no issues at all. But to be able to stream DSD file natively through UPnP network streaming, I have to use USB input on this. DA06 build quality is pretty decent for this price point. Metal outer shells and metal chassis with rubber bands for the footers. But there is tough competition in between $200 and $300, $400 price range, especially such as a 4Z Audio ZH3 or SMS D200. Those DACs have a better built. If they can do proper power supply with this DA06, it's gonna improve significantly in sound quality, totally get rid of that digital edginess and brightness that I experience time to time. It has good balanced neutral sound quality with very good definition and resolution that it can deliver. I highly recommend you to go with XLR output from this DA06 for best performance out of it. If you look at the circuit design, the way that they built, I don't know why they don't improve in power supply. It will totally give us better sound quality and performance out of this DA06. So price is just about right in terms of sound quality that it can offer. Resolution of this DA06 is pretty nice. When I'm listening to jazz drums and cymbal strike and hi-hats and those guitar notes and everything sounded precisely nicely with good amount of air in it. Only issue I had was when I crank it up to 75 to 80, 85 dB peaks, then I started to experience a little bit of brightness and edginess with this CSS audio to DDX soft tone tweeters high frequency drivers. So that is a few things that I totally need to mention. Sound quality, I would say richer side of neutral sound with nice dense sound that it can produce with very good foundation of bass delivery, rich and deep bass delivery with good articulation in it. Mid-range, probably that's the most significant improvements and significant sound quality out of this DA06. Mid-range quality is very, very good for this price point, comparable to any other DACs in this very similar price point. This one may exceed a little bit more in spaciousness and resolution wise. So I would highly suggest FX Audio to improve the power supply. Then it will give us better sound quality and much improving overall performance of this DA06. That's it, my friend. That is the experience that I like to share with you. Thank you for watching and happy listening.
To my solitude, though I weary be, come into my tenderness, dream along with me. Listen to the whisper sing, listen to the singer shout, come into my solitude, meet my big mouth. Thoughts unspoken, thoughts unsaid, lies of hearth and home, children broken on the bed and left to lie alone. Things you talk around, scum you choke on down. Come into my solitude, step on sacred ground. We were speaking of values and violence, breaking silence. Fathers who are lovers to the daughters that they own, mothers who don't leave a child a single safety zone. People so unhinged that death is much too kind. Come into my solitude, step over that line. Thought it was the only one. Thought it was the only. Thought it was the only one. We were speaking of values and violence, breaking silence. Come to my solitude, welcome to the wheel. Come into this wonderland of wounds that will not heal. Walls that do not speak, steps that do not sound. Come into my solitude.